Apple has just released the brand new AirPods Pro 3. At first glance, they might look similar to the last generation, but once you dig deeper, you realize how much has changed. These are not just small tweaks. Apple has added features that transform these earbuds into something much more powerful than before. For some people, this might be the biggest upgrade to AirPods Pro since they were first introduced. Let's start with the design and fit. The AirPods Pro 3 still carry the same iconic look, but Apple worked on the little details. The shape of the ear tips has been rotated, and now they come in 5 different sizes. That includes an extra small option, something that many people have been asking for. If you've ever had issues with AirPods falling out or feeling uncomfortable after a few minutes, this change might solve it for you. The new foam-infused tips also make them more stable and comfortable during long workouts or daily commutes. It may sound like a small thing, but for earbuds, fit is everything. Better fit means better sound, stronger noise cancellation, and more comfort. Now, let's talk about one of the most surprising upgrades, the built-in heart rate sensor. Yes, your earbuds can now track your heart rate. You don't need an Apple Watch to get that data anymore. Each AirPod has a tiny optical sensor that checks your pulse hundreds of times per second. Once you connect them with your iPhone, you can use the fitness app to track over 50 different workout types. You'll see live heart rate, calorie burn, and even get motivational prompts while exercising. Imagine going for a run with nothing but your AirPods and iPhone. No watch, no chest strap, no extra gear. It's all built right into your earbuds. That's a level of convenience we haven't seen before. And it gets even better. If you own an Apple Watch as well, the system will automatically compare the heart rate readings from both devices and use whichever one is more accurate at the time. Apple is layering smart technology on top of smart hardware, and that makes the AirPods Pro 3 not just an audio product, but also a health device. Speaking of health, Apple has taken things further by building in hearing tests and hearing protection features. You can now test your hearing right from your AirPods. The system plays tones at different volumes and frequencies, and you simply respond if you can hear them. Based on your answers, the AirPods can adjust audio settings and even act like a software-based hearing aid if you have mild to moderate hearing loss. That's not just an audio feature, that's a health feature built into a consumer product. And it's not just about testing either. The new AirPods Pro 3 actively protect your hearing by reducing loud environmental noise across all modes. If you're at a concert, on a loud street, or even in a noisy subway, the AirPods automatically filter the sound so your ears are protected. This is an area where technology truly makes life better. Now, let's move to noise cancellation and transparency mode. Apple says the new AirPods Pro 3 remove up to twice as much noise as the previous generation, and up to 4 times more than the first AirPods Pro. That's a huge leap. Active noise cancellation has always been one of the main selling points of the Pro lineup, and now it's even stronger. On the other side, transparency mode has also been upgraded. Instead of feeling like a muffled version of real life, the new transparency is so clean that many users say they forget they're even wearing earbuds. That's the kind of immersive experience people want: silence when you need it, and crystal clear awareness when you don't. Apple also improved the audio system itself. Inside is a brand new multiport acoustic design combined with adaptive EQ. The result is deeper bass, cleaner vocals, and a wider soundstage. Music feels fuller, podcasts sound clearer, and calls are sharper. These upgrades are powered by the H2 chip, which handles computational audio in real time. Every sound you hear is being fine-tuned on the fly, based on the shape of your ear and the environment around you. But perhaps the most futuristic feature Apple added is live translation. Imagine traveling to a foreign country and not speaking the local language. With AirPods Pro 3, you can hold a conversation where the other person speaks in their language, and you hear the translation directly in your ear. Then you reply in your own language, and they hear the translation on their end. It's almost like having a real-time translator living inside your earbuds. For now, it's still in beta and supports a handful of languages like English, French, German, Portuguese, and Spanish, with more on the way. But even at launch, this is groundbreaking. It turns AirPods from being just music accessories into a communication tool. The fit and durability have also been improved. The buds and case are now rated IP57, which means they are resistant to dust, sweat, and water. That's an upgrade over previous versions, making them more reliable for workouts or outdoor use. And if you're clumsy or forgetful, you'll be happy to know that the case is built tough. People have accidentally washed older AirPods cases and still had them work afterward. With the new design and IP rating, these are more resilient than ever. The case itself also comes with Apple's ultra-wideband chip for precision finding. If you've ever misplaced your AirPods, you know how frustrating that can be. Now, with the new chip, you can track them down with far greater accuracy. Apple says the effective range for finding them is about 1.5 times longer than before. The case still has a built-in speaker and lanyard loop, and it supports MagSafe, Qi wireless charging, and even Apple Watch chargers. There's also USB-C charging at the bottom, though Apple no longer includes the cable in the box. Battery life has been improved too. With active noise cancellation turned on, you now get up to 8 hours on a single charge. That's 2 hours more than the AirPods Pro 2. With the case, you get 24 hours total. If you're using transparency mode or hearing aid features, you can stretch it to 10 hours. And if you're tracking workouts with the heart rate sensor active, it's about 6.5 hours. Even a quick 5-minute charge in the case will give you about an hour of listening. For most people, this means you won't need to worry about running out of power during the day. Of course, Apple didn't forget about spatial audio. You still get personalized spatial audio with dynamic head tracking. Movies and shows sound more immersive than ever. Apple also added stereo-quality audio recording and better voice isolation, so you sound clearer on calls. And yes, you still have touch controls on the stems for volume, playback, calls, and switching modes. Plus, you can even control your camera remotely with your AirPods, snapping photos or recording video without touching your phone. All of this comes at a price of $249. Pre-orders have already started, and they officially hit stores on September 19th. The big question now is, are they worth the upgrade? If you already own the AirPods Pro 2 and you don't care about heart rate sensing or live translation, then maybe not. The second-generation Pros are still excellent. But if you want the most complete package Apple has ever built into earbuds, better fit, stronger noise cancellation, built-in fitness and health tracking, hearing protection, live translation, and longer battery life, then the AirPods Pro 3 are almost impossible to beat.